Over 11.5 billion Red Bull cans are sold each year, making it one of the most consumed energy drinks on the planet. Red Bull is not only interested in selling carbonated drinks. The company's vision is much broader and covers several areas, always innovating and expanding its horizons. The Red Bull manufacturing process is an example of industrial precision, ensuring that each can offers the same quality and effectiveness. Let's explore this process step by step, from ingredient selection to final distribution. Red Bull is composed of a specific combination of ingredients: taurine, caffeine, B vitamins, glucuronolactone, sucrose, and glucose. Taurine is an important amino acid for regulating energy levels. Caffeine is added to increase concentration and alertness. B vitamins are essential for energy production, and glucuronolactone helps combat fatigue. All of these ingredients are carefully chosen to ensure their purity and quality. After the meticulous selection of the essential components, the ingredients are transferred to large stainless steel tanks. These tanks are not just containers. They are fundamental pieces of the production process that guarantee the purity of the final product. The mixture needs to be exact and rigorously controlled to ensure the unique and exclusive formula of Red Bull. It is during this process that the exact quantities of each ingredient, such as caffeine, taurine, B vitamins, sugar, and carbonated water, are meticulously combined. Each addition is measured with millimeter precision to ensure that there are no deviations in the composition. This initial mixture forms the basis of the product, a concentrated solution that already contains all the elements that will give Red Bull its characteristic flavor and energetic properties. The use of stainless steel containers is essential because this material is resistant to corrosion and does not interfere with the chemical properties of the mixture. To achieve this consistency, sophisticated control systems continuously monitor the composition of the mixture, adjusting for any minimal variations in real time. The precision in the mixture not only ensures the homogeneity of the product, but also contributes to its safety, avoiding contamination and guaranteeing the quality that consumers expect from a leading brand in the energy drinks market. Each batch produced undergoes rigorous quality tests before moving on to the next stage. After the meticulous mixing of the ingredients, the drink goes through the crucial pasteurization process. This step involves heating the mixture to a carefully controlled temperature to eliminate any bacteria or impurities present. Pasteurization not only ensures product safety by eliminating microorganisms that could compromise the health of consumers, but also extends the shelf life of the drink, allowing Red Bull to maintain its quality for longer. The process is meticulously monitored to ensure that the temperature reaches precise levels without compromising the properties and flavor of the drink. After pasteurization, the mixture is rapidly cooled to preserve its integrity and prepare it for the next stage of the production process. The pasteurized mixture is then transferred to a filling tank. Here, the previously washed and sterilized aluminum cans wait to be filled with the drink. Filling is carried out through a highly automated system that ensures that each can receive the exact amount of Red Bull. This system not only optimizes the efficiency of the process, but also ensures product uniformity, ensuring that each can offers the same drinking experience. After filling, the cans are hermetically sealed with aluminum caps, protecting the contents from any contamination and ensuring that the product remains fresh and safe for consumption. After filling and sealing, the Red Bull cans undergo an automatic labeling process. The labels are applied accurately and include all the necessary consumer information, such as the list of ingredients, nutritional value, storage instructions, and best before date. This step is essential to maintain transparency with consumers and to comply with food safety regulations. The labeled cans are then grouped into packs and shipping boxes, a highly automated process that maximizes efficiency and consistency. The packaging is designed to facilitate transportation and storage, ensuring that the cans reach the points of sale in perfect condition. This packaging system is also crucial for logistics, allowing large quantities of Red Bull to be distributed quickly and effectively to meet global demand. Before being sent for distribution, the cans undergo rigorous quality controls. This step ensures that all cans are in perfect condition, without leaks, and with accurate contents. Any defect identified results in the removal of the defective can from the batch. Finally, the Red Bull cans are palletized and prepared for distribution. The logistics process is carefully planned to ensure that the product arrives fresh and ready for consumption at all points of sale around the world. Red Bull is distributed to global markets, where it is consumed by millions of people looking for an energy boost. What we see here is a fascinating process that turns liquid ingredients into delicious frozen treats. Popsicles are made in factories using a simple but efficient process. First, ingredients like fruit juice, sugar, and flavoring are mixed in large tanks. The mixture is then poured into molds shaped like popsicles. A machine inserts wooden sticks into each mold before they move into a freezing chamber. The temperature in this chamber is extremely low, which helps the popsicles freeze quickly and evenly. Once frozen, the popsicles are removed from the molds using warm water, which loosens them without melting. After that, they pass through a quality check to make sure they are the right shape, color, and texture. Next, they are wrapped in plastic or placed into boxes for packaging. Finally, the popsicles are stored in freezers until they are shipped to stores. Up next, we take a look inside a honey factory, where production is carefully managed to ensure purity and quality. The process starts when raw honey is delivered from beekeepers in large containers. First, it is filtered to remove wax, pollen, and other impurities. Then the honey is gently heated to make it easier to process without losing its natural benefits. Next, it moves through a system of pipes and tanks to ensure even consistency. Once ready, the honey is poured into bottles or jars using automated filling machines. Each container is sealed tightly to keep the honey fresh and prevent leaks. Before packaging, the bottles go through a quality check to ensure they meet industry standards. Labels are then added with important details like ingredients and expiration dates. Finally, the packaged honey is packed into boxes and stored in warehouses before being shipped to stores. This process ensures that pure, high-quality honey reaches consumers worldwide. Modern, large-scale bakeries produce baked goods with minimal human involvement. Workers mainly oversee the process and clean the equipment. What you're seeing is a bread production line made up of many machines that handle different stages of production. These machines work in sequence, completing the entire baking process. The bread moves between them on conveyor belts. The machines you see are made by the Finland-based company iPekka Automation. This system includes various machines, each with a specific function. For example, the packaging machine can pack 45 products per minute using different sealing methods such as heat, glue, or staples. Another option is closing the package with a clip. Now, you're looking at a bread slicer. Its speed depends on the model and bread type, ranging from 40 to 70 pieces per minute. As we continue, these advanced sorting and grading lines for peaches and apricots are revolutionizing the industry. These cutting-edge systems ensure precise classification and high-quality fruit. They carefully sort peaches and apricots based on size, color, ripeness, and defects using cameras, sensors, and automated controls. This process improves efficiency, reduces waste, and ensures only the best fruit reaches the market. The technology also allows for gentle handling, preventing damage during sorting. Ready meals are a marvel of modern food manufacturing, offering convenience without compromising on taste. The process begins with the careful selection of high-quality ingredients sourced from trusted suppliers to ensure freshness and safety. Ingredients are then prepped, cooked, and assembled in state-of-the-art kitchens where precision and hygiene are paramount. Advanced machinery handles tasks such as chopping, mixing, and portioning, while trained workers oversee quality control at every stage. Meals are cooked using industrial ovens, steamers, or fryers to replicate home-style cooking. Once cooked, the meals are rapidly chilled or frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. Packaging is another critical step designed to preserve the food's quality and provide easy reheating options. Over 12 billion Choco Pies have been sold globally, reflecting their immense popularity. The process of making Choco Pie begins with preparing the soft, sponge-like cakes that form the base and top layers. A batter is mixed using flour, eggs, sugar, and other essential ingredients before being baked into perfectly uniform round cake pieces. The marshmallow filling, which gives Choco Pie its signature softness, is prepared by whipping sugar, gelatin, and water into a fluffy consistency. This filling is carefully piped onto one of the cake layers. The second cake layer is then placed on top, forming a sandwich-like structure with marshmallow in the center. The next step involves coating the assembled cakes in a layer of rich chocolate. The chocolate is melted and evenly applied through an enrobing process, ensuring each Choco Pie is completely covered. After coating, the pies are cooled to allow the chocolate to set, giving them their glossy appearance and firm exterior. Finally, the Choco Pies undergo quality checks to ensure consistency in taste, texture, and appearance before being individually packaged.
Lay's.
The journey of Lay's chips starts with high-quality potatoes. These potatoes are sourced from carefully selected farms, ensuring only the best are used for production. Each potato is selected based on strict standards for size, shape, and moisture content. When the potatoes arrive at the Lay's factory, they are immediately prepared for processing. Each batch is unloaded and sent through an initial sorting system where any substandard or damaged potatoes are removed. Only the best potatoes make it to the next stage. The first step in the factory is cleaning. Potatoes are washed multiple times to remove dirt and debris. With high-pressure water jets, scrub the potatoes to ensure no traces of soil remain. After cleaning an automated inspection process, checks for imperfections, ensuring every potato meets the company's high standards. After washing, the potatoes are peeled with automated peelers carefully remove the skin, ensuring minimal waste. Once peeled, the potatoes are sliced into thin, uniform pieces. The thickness is critical to thick, and the chips won't be crispy too thin, and they'll burn during frying. Once sliced, The potato slices are sent to large fryers. Lay's uses a proprietary blend of high-quality oils to fry the chips to perfection. The temperature and timing are closely monitored by advanced machinery to ensure each batch has that perfect golden brown hue and crispy texture. After frying, the chips are drained to remove excess oil. This step is crucial not only for taste, but also for the texture and shelf life of the chips. A gentle air cooling process helps reduce oil content, making the chips lighter and crunchier. Now comes the fun part, flavoring. Whether it's the iconic classic salted flavor or a tangy barbecue, each batch of chips is evenly coated with the perfect amount of seasoning. Lay's uses state-of-the-art machines to ensure consistent seasoning across every chip. Before packaging, each chip goes through rigorous quality control checks, employs cutting-edge optical scanners and automated systems that check each chip for defects. Chips that are too dark, misshapen, or damaged are removed from the line, ensuring that only the highest quality chips reach consumers. Once the chips pass quality control, they are sent to the packaging stage. Lay's signature bags are filled with the right amount of chips and sealed to preserve freshness. These bags are designed with airtight seals to keep the chips crispy from the factory to your table. Lay's sells approximately 1.5 million bags per day globally. This number reflects Lay's popularity as one of the leading snack brands. However, sales can fluctuate based on promotional campaigns, holidays, and other factors. And here we have an inside look at how chocolate bars are made in a factory. The process begins with cocoa beans, which are roasted and ground into a smooth paste. This paste is mixed with ingredients like sugar and milk to create rich, creamy chocolate. The mixture is then poured into molds, shaping the chocolate into familiar bars. Next, some bars are coated with a layer of malted chocolate for extra flavor and texture. They move along a conveyor belt to cool and harden. Robotic arms and machines carefully check each bar to ensure high quality. Once the chocolate is ready, it moves to the packaging stage. Machines wrap each bar in protective packaging to keep it fresh and ready for sale. Finally, the packaged chocolate bars are packed into boxes and sent to stores worldwide. M&M's is the world's favorite candy. In addition to being popular amongst children and adults alike, it's pretty amazing how much time and energy goes into making just one little piece of candy, and yet it's still so delicious. If you're a fan of M&M's candy, you'll enjoy this video that goes behind the scenes and shows you how 400 million M&Ms are produced every day and the different ingredients that go into it and how it is made in the factory. Additionally, we will show the factory process used to create other different candies like Haribo and gummy worms. The process of making M&Ms begins with the selection of high-quality ingredients, including cocoa beans, sugar, milk, and a variety of flavorings and colors. These ingredients are carefully measured and mixed in large industrial mixers to create the perfect chocolatey base for the candies. Once the chocolate mixture is ready, it is poured into small, round molds to create the iconic M&M shape. The molds are then cooled to allow the chocolate to harden and set properly. Once the chocolate shells are formed, they are removed from the molds and transferred to a coating machine. In the coating machine, the chocolate shells are coated with a colored candy shell that gives M&Ms their signature crunch and vibrant colors. The shells are repeatedly coated with layers of colored candy to achieve the desired thickness and durability. After the candy shells have been coated, they are polished in a tumbling machine to give them a smooth and glossy finish. This step also helps to remove any imperfections and ensure a consistent appearance across all the candies. Once the candies are polished, they are sorted by color and size to ensure uniformity in each bag of M&Ms. The candies are then packaged in bags or containers and prepared for distribution to stores around the world. Throughout the entire production process, quality control measures are in place to ensure that every M&Ms meets the brand's strict standards for taste, texture, and appearance. This attention to detail and commitment to quality is what has made M&Ms a beloved treat for generations. They are known for their iconic red and yellow packages, which are designed to look like the iconic M. The brand also has many other flavors available, such as green, orange, purple, and more. On an average day, the M&M's factories produces over 400 million of colorful chocolate candies. The exact number may change based on factors like production capacity and demand. However, it is estimated that millions of M&Ms are made each day to supply the global market. This high volume of production requires precision machinery, skilled workers, and strict quality control measures to ensure that every M&M's candy meets the company's standards. Lipton has been at the forefront of tea production for over a century. The process of making Lipton tea bags starts with carefully selected tea leaves, harvested from tea estates around the world, including India, Kenya, and Sri Lanka. The leaves are hand-picked at their peak for optimal flavor. Once the tea leaves are picked, they are transported to the factory where they undergo a precise drying process. The leaves are withered, rolled, oxidized, and dried to lock in their flavor. This process transforms the fresh tea leaves into the black, green, or herbal teas we know, with each variety processed differently to achieve unique flavors. Once dried, the tea is blended according to Lipton's carefully crafted recipes. Expert tea tasters ensure that each blend meets the brand's high standards for flavor and consistency. The tea is then placed into bags made of heat-sealed, biodegradable materials. Each tea bag contains just the right amount of tea for a perfect brew. After bagging, the tea bags are packed into Lipton's iconic yellow boxes. Throughout the process, rigorous quality control checks are carried out to ensure each tea bag delivers a consistent, flavorful cup of tea. Have you ever wondered how your favorite cookies are mass-produced in a factory? It all starts with choosing the finest ingredients. Factories use high-quality flour, sugar, butter, and other essentials in bulk. These are precisely measured using automated systems to ensure consistency in every batch. In industrial mixers, the dough is created. The mixing process is carefully controlled to ensure the perfect blend of wet and dry ingredients. Once the dough is ready, it's transferred to specialized machines designed to shape the cookies. Whether it's traditional round cookies or fun shapes, the dough is rolled, cut, or pressed into molds. The shapes then move along the conveyor belt, ready for the next step in the journey. Next comes the most crucial part: baking. The shaped dough travels into large commercial ovens, where temperatures are perfectly regulated to bake the cookies evenly. These ovens can handle thousands of cookies at once. As the cookies bake, their flavors are sealed and their textures come to life, whether crispy or chewy. It all depends on precise timing and temperature control. Once the cookies come out of the oven, they're sent to a cooling area. This helps them set, ensuring that they maintain their structure and don't crumble when packaged. Each cookie undergoes strict quality checks to make sure it's up to standard before heading to the packaging line. Now that the cookies are cool, it's time to pack them up. Advanced packaging machines quickly and efficiently wrap the cookies, ensuring they remain fresh and undamaged during transportation. Right here, we have a beef patties factory. The process starts by grinding beef into small pieces. Then, the ground beef is mixed with spices, salt, and other ingredients to add flavor. This mixture is placed into a machine that shapes it into round, flat patties. The patties are carefully frozen to ensure they are safe to eat and remain fresh. The patties are packaged in plastic or boxes, labeled and sent out to stores or restaurants. This process helps produce beef patties quickly and safely, ready for people to enjoy in their meals. And here we have a chocolate bars factory. The process of making Reese's peanut butter cups involves combining rich chocolate and creamy peanut butter to create the iconic treat. It begins with preparing the peanut butter filling. A mixture of roasted peanuts, sugar, salt, and stabilizers is blended into a creamy but slightly gritty consistency. In the production line, specially designed molds are filled with a layer of melted chocolate to create the cup's base and edges. The molds are then cooled to harden the chocolate, forming a sturdy foundation for the filling. Finally, the Reese's peanut butter cups are removed from the molds, wrapped in distinctive packaging, and subjected to quality checks. Afterward, they are boxed The journey of making 7-Up begins with the main ingredients: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, and natural lemon-lime flavors. These are carefully blended to create the base syrup. The mixture is then precisely carbonated, giving 7-Up its signature fizz. Next, the carbonated syrup is piped into a filling machine that dispenses the perfect amount of soda into each bottle or can. Every bottle and can is capped and sealed to lock in the carbonation, keeping the soda fresh and fizzy. Throughout the process, rigorous quality control tests ensure that every can meets 7-Up's high standards. Once checked, the bottles and cans are labeled and packed for distribution, ready to be shipped to stores worldwide. From factory to your fridge, that's how every can of 7-Up is made. Crisp, refreshing, and always ready to quench your thirst. This factory makes thousands of doubler chocolate bars every day, using a smooth and efficient process. First, melted chocolate is poured into molds on a conveyor belt, where it takes the shape of the classic doubler bars. The bars cool and harden as the belt moves along. Once solid, they are carefully removed and wrapped in shiny foil or paper to keep them fresh and tasty. Finally, the wrapped bars are packed into boxes ready to be sent to stores. $1.6 billion liters of milk are consumed worldwide every day, thanks to 260 million dairy cows. To meet this massive demand, factories use advanced machines that transform liquid milk into powder. But how is this done? And what makes powdered milk so important? The idea of turning milk into powder was first introduced in 1802 by French scientist François, primarily as a way to feed soldiers during wartime. Milk powder was easy to carry, didn't spoil, and could be used as a nutritious food source. Today, the United States produces more than 79 billion liters of milk each year, which averages to 87 liters of milk per person per year. This milk comes from over 60,000 dairy farms, supported by around 9 million cows, bred specifically for milk production. Modern dairy farms have adopted advanced technologies to improve efficiency. A single farmer can hand milk about 6 cows per hour, but with the help of milking machines, up to 100 cows can be milked in the same amount of time. This technological improvement not only makes the milking process faster, but also enhances the quality of milk. On larger farms, cows are milked in rotary carousels or milking parlors, where up to 80 cows can be milked at once. The milking machine uses a cup that adapts to the cow's udder, mimicking the effect of a human hand by applying a gentle suction and massage. This action encourages the cow to release milk. As the milk is collected in a container, a vacuum pump helps transfer it through a hose and into a storage tank. The milk is carefully analyzed during the process to ensure it is of high quality. For example, if the milk is too hot or contains blood, it is discarded automatically. After the milk is collected and passed quality checks, it is stored in refrigerated tanks at a temperature of 3 degrees Celsius to keep it fresh. The milk is then transported from the farm to the processing plant in refrigerated trucks. Once it arrives, the milk undergoes further inspection in a laboratory, where its fat and salt content are checked to ensure they meet required standards. If the milk is accepted, it is pumped into large storage tanks that can hold millions of liters. However, the milk still contains too much fat for most people's diets, so the next step is to separate it. Raw milk contains various solids, such as fat, proteins, and minerals, all suspended in liquid. To separate these solids, the milk is sent through a centrifuge, a machine that spins the milk rapidly to separate the lighter milk from the heavier solids. The heavier skimmed milk moves toward the outside, while the cream collects in the center. This process allows for the production of skimmed milk, which is then used to make powdered milk. Even after separation, the milk still needs to be pasteurized to remove harmful bacteria and ensure it is safe for consumption. Pasteurization involves heating the milk to about 72 degrees Celsius for a set period, killing harmful bacteria without changing the milk's taste or nutritional content. After pasteurization, the milk is cooled quickly to maintain its quality. This process takes less than 40 seconds and kills up to 99% of bacteria present in the milk. The next step is concentration, where the water content is reduced and the milk solids become more concentrated. This is done by introducing the milk into an evaporator, a device designed to remove water by turning it into steam. The evaporator works by using heat to turn the water in the milk into steam, which is then separated. The milk is pumped through several towers, where it is heated and concentrated. This process is repeated multiple times until most of the water has been removed. The remaining concentrated milk is then cooled, packaged, and stored in tanks. Once the milk has been concentrated, it is ready to be made into powder. The concentrated milk is cooled to prevent moisture from forming and causing clumping. It is then packaged into airtight containers, such as sealed cans, to protect it from moisture and contamination. packaging is crucial for ensuring the powder remains fresh and easy to store. The entire process of turning fresh milk into powder is an intricate and carefully controlled operation, but it is essential to ensure the milk remains safe, fresh, and ready for consumption. The production of powdered milk is an important part of the dairy industry. With the use of advanced technology and rigorous quality control processes, factories can efficiently turn fresh milk into a stable, long-lasting product. This process allows milk to be transported easily, stored without refrigeration, and enjoyed by people around the world. This factory produces thousands of chocolate brownies daily using advanced technology. Robotic arms swiftly move freshly baked brownies along the production line, ensuring precision and efficiency. Automated systems carefully sort and inspect each piece for quality. The packaging process follows seamlessly, with machines wrapping and sealing brownies for freshness. This high-tech operation guarantees consistent, delicious treats, ready to be enjoyed by chocolate lovers everywhere. Haribo candies are produced in factories using a combination of traditional methods and modern technology. The process begins with the careful selection of ingredients such as sugar, gelatin, glucose syrup, flavorings, and food colorings. Once the ingredients are gathered, they are mixed together in large vats to create the candy mixture. The mixture is then heated to a precise temperature to ensure it reaches the correct consistency. Different flavors and colors are added at this stage to create the variety of Haribo candies available on the market. The next step in the process is shaping the candies. The warm candy mixture is poured into molds that give the candies their iconic shapes, such as bears, worms, or rings. The molds are carefully designed to ensure each candy is uniform in size and shape. After the candies have been shaped, they are cooled and allowed to set. This process can take several hours, depending on the type of candy being produced. Once the candies have set, they are removed from the molds and sent to the packaging area. In the packaging area, the candies are sorted and packaged into the familiar bags or boxes. The packaging is designed to keep the candies fresh and protect them during transportation. Labels are added to the packaging to provide important information, such as ingredients, expiration dates, and nutritional content. Quality control is a crucial part of the manufacturing process at Haribo factories. Samples of candies are regularly taken from the production line and tested to ensure they meet the company's high standards. Now let's explore this tortellini factory that shows us how this ring-shaped pasta is processed. It all starts with mixing high-quality durum wheat flour and water in industrial mixers. Some factories may also add eggs for richness. The dough is then fed through a series of rollers that gradually flatten it into thin sheets. Next comes the filling, often a flavorful mixture of ingredients like cheese, meat, or spinach. The dough sheets are fed into a machine that precisely places small portions of filling onto each piece. The machine then folds and presses the dough around the filling, creating the signature tortellini shape. Depending on the product type, the tortellini may go through a cooking and quick freezing process. The tortellini is then packaged, labeled, and made ready for shipment, ensuring it arrives fresh and delicious. From summer barbecues through bonfire night, hot dogs will never go out of style. From German origin, it has become internationally popular, especially in the United States. Hot dog manufacturing is a multi-step process that starts with the selection of premium ingredients and ends with packaging the finished product for delivery. The first step in making hot dogs is selecting the meat. The majority of hot dogs are composed of a blend of beef, chicken, or pig. Usually, the high-fat content of the meat used to make hot dogs contributes to their juicy and flavorful taste. Once the meat is selected, it is ground up and mixed with different herbs and spices to create the signature flavor of the hot dog. Seasonings including garlic, paprika, coriander, salt, and pepper. In order to extend the hot dog's shelf life, some manufacturers additionally include preservatives and curing chemicals. After the meat is seasoned, it is stuffed into casings, which are usually composed of synthetic materials or natural animal intestines. The casings keep the meat mixture together while cooking and help give hot dogs shape. Once the hot dogs are formed, they are cooked in a smokehouse to give them their signature smoky flavor. The hot dogs have a rich, savory flavor because they are usually smoked using a mix of wood chips and liquid smoke. After cooking, the hot dogs are cooled and then packaged for distribution. There are several ways to package hot dogs, such as vacuum-sealed bags, jars, or cans. Additionally, some producers wrap each hot dog in a single plastic wrapper to make consuming them on the run simple. Before the hot dogs are shipped out to stores, they go through a number of quality control inspections to ensure that they meet safety and quality standards. This can involve looking for pollutants or extraneous objects in the hot dogs, as well as testing for pathogens like Salmonella and E. coli. In addition to traditional hot dogs, some manufacturers also produce a variety of specialty hot dogs, such as turkey dogs, veggie dogs, and gourmet hot dogs with unique flavor combinations. These specialty hot dogs are made using similar processes to the traditional ones, but may include different ingredients and seasonings to cater to specific dietary preferences. The factory has the capacity to produce 5,000 hot dogs per day, supplying local restaurants with 250 hot dogs daily when in operation, and the factory operates 300 days a year. The process of making Twizzlers begins with mixing ingredients such as corn syrup, wheat flour, sugar, cornstarch, and other flavorings in large industrial mixers. This mixture is then heated to create a smooth, pliable paste. Once the paste is ready, it is extruded through a die that shapes the candy into long ropes. These ropes are then twisted to give Twizzlers their signature appearance. The twisting process occurs rapidly and is carefully monitored to ensure consistency in the size and shape of the final product. After the twisting process, the Twizzlers are cooled and cut into individual pieces of the desired length. They are then packaged for distribution to stores and consumers. Quality control is an essential part of the manufacturing process to ensure that the Twizzlers meet the company's standards for taste, texture, and appearance. The journey of hazelnuts begins in the orchard, where it harvested from mature trees. Once collected, the nuts are cleaned and sorted to remove leaves and dirt. At the factory, the first step is thorough cleaning. Machines remove the outer husk and any remaining impurities. Advanced sorting equipment ensures that only the highest quality hazelnuts move forward in the process. Next, the hazelnuts are dried to reduce moisture and extend shelf life. Once dried, the nuts are cracked open to extract the edible kernel inside. After cracking, the hazelnuts can be roasted for enhanced flavor. Whether for snacking or use in products like chocolate spreads, the roasting process adds depth to the flavor. Once roasted or processed, the hazelnuts are packaged in various forms, from whole kernels to ground flour. Quality control is paramount. Every batch is inspected for size, texture, and flavor consistency.